Hey, it's working. I did some shit and I was afraid it wasn't going to work. Hi, Lou. All right, we are going back to our Zamora 3-year quilt pattern. It is from Villa Rosa Designs. I will flip this camera. Okay. I am downloaded a plug-in kind of thing for my OBS that I stream through that might possibly allow me to stream on Facebook as well as here on YouTube at the same time. So I took the first step into that, and yeah, that's as far as I've gotten. Anyway, I want to finish working this up. I sewed just enough a few minutes ago so that we could see what one block would look like, and we'll start piecing the others together here. I have the start of a possible migraine. So we're going to hope that I took something early enough to head that off. But if perchance I did not, then we will go until, where the hell, there I am. We will go until my head's hurting, and then I'm going to just go back. All right. But I took something. So hopefully, but just about the time I think it's not there, that hurts here. Don't do that. Okay, but my neck's tight. Ah, okay, let's see. Hey, I got one of you here. How's it going? Let's get back to sewing, shall we? Hmm, I guess I can do that left-handed. There we go. Hmm. Trying to make sure I'm drinking water because of my head hurting. Okay, shall we? You see what that is? I found a Monopoly house in my backyard. I've seen it for a few days, taking the dog out, and standing there. And I finally am like, what is that? I thought it was a Lego. It was upside down. All I could see is the bottom. It's not a Lego. No idea why the hell it's on the river rock up against my deck. Daisy found crocuses in the backyard. So maybe a bird dropped it, like they dropped whatever bulb that was. I'm not sad. I like crocuses, but they're purple. This is over on Greenland Katie there. Greenland Quilter Katie. Damn it. I know I fucked that up, Katie. Sorry. Um, watching her. She's doing some teaching and some learning. She's trying to learn some things and get more comfortable in teaching things. And still, I still get nervous about doing it. I can sit and teach anybody to do anything, but you call it a class, and all of a sudden I'm like, yeah, no, I don't want to do that. But I managed to do the beginning posting, okay? Yeah. At least 3 people have finished. I had 5. So, more than half. I do see where I have to adjust my pattern now. I kind of dropped off on the directions when it came to quilting. I mean, it's there, but I miss some things. Let's see. Hey, Lois, is that you? I'm assuming you're not doing the challenge. Pretty easy to, might I recommend doing this with a not overly directional fabric? Jamie, why the fuck did you say it that way? Because technically mine's directional. There's an up and a down because I want the stripes to go in the same direction. But this way versus this way doesn't change to me. But if you have a only one ways up thing, I could see screwing some of these blocks up unintentionally. The fact that I am not having to worry about that is going to go together really quickly. I'm just not sure. Oh, my head, my head. I'm not sure if the noise is going to do me in. I suppose. Now I have to have these headphones on so you can hear me. Hmm. I did not twine any bobbins before today. However, I was smart enough to twine two last time. Great. Actually, we can just do that. Suppose I could take my hat off, but that's kind of scary too. So I don't wear baseball caps or this type of cap. I don't wear hats very often. Part of the problem is I I like hats, and every time I would try on hats, I was told, no, maybe you just shouldn't wear hats. So I have a hard time wearing hats. It's like saying to somebody they're fat when they're not, whatever. I hear it. But I don't wear it very often. But when I do, then I have to wear it all the time because, your hair looks like shit. And we were at a retreat. I was hosting through the shop. It was our first time there. And this little punk kid came up to me and was telling us we had to get out of the room that we were sewing in. It was like 9 o'clock. And I'm like, oh, no, because that's not how retreats work. You go and you sew all night. And then this is a locked room. So if we can't have the key, fine. Who in the morning can unlock it for us? Could you lock the doors and then the last person out will shut the door and then we're sure it's locked and then get one of you to unlock it in the morning, right? That's how it typically works. And this little 20-something troll ended up flipping me, the 40-something, shit over. Oh. So I, the story's told much better than I can tell it. But I went to take my hat off and realized, oh shit, I've got hat head. I can't do that. So I went to put it back on, but I just turned it, I flipped it, and so I put it on backwards. To listen to my friend tell this story, I got pissed. I went and turned it around and stormed after this kid. Her story's much better because mine, I'm going, oh shit, I have a had head, but that's not really what it was. No. This is I had a massage yesterday on clean hair and she run oil through it and I didn't have to work today. So I decided I didn't have to wash. So I'm trying. I do different flavored oatmeals because not necessarily overnights, although I went ahead and did this one as an overnight. But I found a cannelloni, yeah, cannelloni, the Italian biscuit cookie with the filling, ricotta cheese, chocolate chips. Yeah. So I found an overnight oat recipe. I decided that I would go ahead and do it that way. Maybe I'll convert. Because I can't seem to have hot oatmeal anyway, even if I put it directly in a fermenter, not hot. I don't necessarily get it, but that's okay. I'm okay with it room temperature. Whatever. So this little recipe I found makes 2 servings. So we'll see what it tastes like. Ricotta cheese, which I could use mascarpone, and maybe I'll do that next time because isn't that supposed to be sweeter? I think of mascarpone cheese as sweeter than ricotta, but I did ricotta because what little bit of mascarpone we had, I think was going to use and did use for kidney. Vanilla, a little bit of powdered sugar. I also fucking love how it works. I found another one. It was a black forest. It was based off a black forest cake, and I was able to. I clicked it. That saved Pinterest board. It said okay. I was able to go look at it while I was in the grocery store. Made sure I had what I needed. Got home. Can't find the link. Didn't save. Sure, I can find it again, but it's just annoying. Yeah, this might be just a piece the blocks day. It's going to be piece the blocks and start piecing rows, but we'll see. Well, a little later this month, I have a hair appointment, and we're going to do something wild. Is it 3 blocks across? Yeah, I can put 3 together. Did you guys ever watch the newsroom with Jeff Daniels? That classic scene where that little college girl asked why America's the greatest country in the world. It popped up again today. That one gets played a lot. That was a very, very good show. I'm tempted to redo that, rewatch it. Although I'm also tempted to rewatch Falling Skies and watch Yellowstone, which I haven't done. Okay. Oh, God, that massage I had yesterday, she destroyed some areas. I was hurting, but even just lifting my arms like this, I can feel it. Oh, I've been listening to this podcast about the Nexium cult. Holy crap. That is some fucked up stuff. And small town dicks, come on already. I'm dying for a new episode. What's this downtime? Just months. God. I don't have an episode podcast to listen to. I do not. Just do not. See, we'll get these together and get these pressed at least. And maybe one row come together. Seems reasonable. It's just 3. A little bit of a haircut on a couple of these. Keep trying to figure out how to write the instructions for the hop. I'm gonna have to piece one to see how it goes, and then I'll be able to. I've got an idea what socks to put. Two more. We'll do some pressing. Oh, and I got the blind for the small window, which means I can go ahead and paint the texture on an area that I hung a 3M sticky thing to my wall to hold a tablet. It was a clamp kind of just onto my tablet. And it took the paint and texture off my wall. Yay! So I'm going to fill that, I guess, with just wall compound and do just a putty knife scrape over it. Won't have really any texture, but won't be rough, I'm guessing. I'm hoping. Okay, this is totally going to test how old you guys are. Do you remember the ads for leather and vinyl seats where you could mix up this plastic vinyl repair to the color of your seat, and then you could spread it on with a putty knife over the area, and then you'd pick the embossing piece, like you would do a signet ring in wax. So you would pick the texture, whether it's this or the bumple, like the orange peel texture, and then you'd be able to press that over the top of it to have that for walls. I know this seems funny, but that's basically what I need. Okay. See, it turns out to be a cute little block. And I love these three. It is going to be kind of stunning. Oh, I should look. Hang on. That was pressed up and down. So this has to go the opposite. We're going to nest our seeds. Water. I went to our little market today. It's Safeway where I'm at. And my friend owns a candy shop, and I keep thinking that maybe some Jelly Bellies are in my future. And as I was walking, looking at a little bit of the bulk container stuff, they don't have the big bulk things out, but they have containers of bulk items. And I was looking at nuts, and I found Jelly Bellies, and I'm like, that's quiet. I bet you I can eat that and be on camera with you guys. And picked it up, and it was $19. Put it back. Bye. I'm gonna spend. I mean, if it was $5 or $6 or something, sure, I would do it and cheat on my friend's business and just grab it real quick. But $19, and it was one of the not like when you go to the deli, it's not the one that's this tall. It's this tall, but one up from the smallest. Okay, they're heavy, but they're jelly beans. I wonder what I get this year for Valentine's Day. But they got some cherry raspberries. I don't do Valentine's Day. That's not something that's ever been. It was celebrated once in this house. Well, no. It's not. It was the other house. All right, let's see. Let's just. Mhm. I don't want to go digging for necklace. Definitely just needed a haircut. Let's let's just see if we can give it a wee snip. Make it a little easier for following. Okay. All right. Let's see. That's right. I was going to start back tacking. I just haven't done it so damn long that and box elder bugs. So this is gross, and I was not happy about it. I have just this little cup that I have. Honestly, it's probably just a little lid to something. But I put a couple Advil in it, so I'm not like in the dark, and so I'm also not tipping that bottle in the middle of the night, waking up the dogs. So the dog needed to get up. It was like 2 in the morning. And I'm like, I'm gonna go ahead and take that. I'm really achy. So it's dark. So I don't have to turn on the light. So I can find that cup and tip it over into my mouth and grab my water bottle. And that's the whole point. Yeah. Well, I did that and got a mouthful of box elder bug. I got both pills and a fucking bug into my mouth at 2 in the morning. I was not the happiest of campers. We have finally caulked around a window that we had, done the plastic over to see if that would take care of the dogs, the bugs coming in. But we only just did that. So there's still some out in the room. We don't know if we completely eliminated their path or if these are the lingering stupid bugs in my mouth. I've had to whip my shirt off twice last week because one came down the back of my shirt. I'm not okay with this at all. Oops, didn't do that on the time. Let's, yeah, what am I doing? All right, let's, we're going to press this towards the right. That doesn't make sense out loud. In my head, it makes sense. Because when this row is hung up, the light side is on the left. So I'm pressing that way. I know. The terminology didn't work, but it worked in my head. If you were in my head, you'd be scared. Uh-oh, I hear sirens. All right. Not bad, huh? Okay, that's row one. It's going to be super easy. It's just, I don't think I have the capacity to do a lot tonight. And that's what I get for having a board full of stuff that I don't want to take down. Oops. Let's turn that back on. We'll get these pressed and then I'm going to call it. So when this ends, I should have the last bolt I've been waiting on for the shop hop one, for the ombre sky. So I really have to do that. So there might be an episode playlist where we work on that with the actual colors. Maybe there has to be something in between. What needs to be in between? So that's outside. Yeah. So let's see. We'll have to, I'm going to do it with some scrap fabric first, like I've already started the mountain. And then I'm going to practice the measure, draw line. Okay, that's to the inside. This will be to the outside. Hmm. See, everything tells me my audio is okay. Is it okay? Because nobody's talked to me tonight. I'm gonna assume it's okay. Because I didn't change that. It just changed the way it looks. Instead of it going horizontally. It now goes up and down. Okay. That's fine. Then the layout. Gotta hit our base again to get that warmed up. Oops. So then that means, what's today? Monday? That means Thursday. We will be piecing our rows and sewing our rows. Nice. We can try to get this one done in 3. It's not a difficult one. And this is outside. Ah, so I guess I gotta go find paint. I thought Ace was gonna be cheaper and it's still $75 to $85 a gallon. A gallon. Fuck. It used to be the cheap way to decorate. And I guess it's cheaper. But when I can get a sectional for $1,200, that seems excessive for paint. So that's gonna cost me $200, I think. I did pick up my round brush. It's one of my favorites. I was at Ace for something else. Oh, yeah, I was at Ace because our toilet handle fell the fuck off the other day. It didn't fall off. The metal, the finger that went into the busted. Okay. And I wanted to be able to flush. So I went ahead and stopped at Ace. And then looked to see how much paint cost, so I knew how much. I decided I was going to go cheaper Ace paint instead of Sherwin-Williams because of the price. I just do not know. Oops, mistake. So this is, we got this one and one more. And we're pressed. And then we'll be done for tonight. And I'll go take an additional thing, being as this isn't helping. But it's better to, I mean, we're kind of at a stopping point, sort of. Because, whoops, it's too much to do in one. So we'll do one that's like 45 minutes and one that's another one that's like 45 minutes. I have a couple shorter ones. That said, I should be doing the leaders and enders doing the binding because I think it's possible that Saturday the blooming day and night quilt got quilted, which means I need to throw the binding on so I can hang that. And we're gonna do a scrappy binding. 1, 2, 3. We're gonna do 2 from this side, 1 from this side. Yeah, it doesn't matter right now. I'll put them in the right orientation when we hook them together. But that gets our seams going in opposite direction. Boy, I've got this. Really, I do. Okay. All right. Got it up on the board. Can't really see. You can see that bottom half there. And then this is the bottom. Oh, this is the mountain peak on the other guy that I'm working on. All right. That's gonna do it tonight. I'm gonna call it early. My head's hurting. You all are off doing other things anyway. And watch, subscribe, like to be told when we go live to finish this up. But it will be Thursday at 7. And then subscribing and hitting that bell will let you know that we're live so you can keep an eye out for the All Pacific Northwest Shop Hop that we are designing, which here's a sneak peek. Actually, that's a shit sneak peek. I think I showed you at one point. Ugh. Oh, that's garbage. That's garbage. That's a whole different pattern. I have too many patterns. I guess that's the sneak peek you get. Oh no, I had printed one other one. Oh, here. This is the upper part, and that'll be over a singular mountain that I might not have printed because I've made that. Nope, but that's what I have to figure out how to describe. I've done it enough times in my head, but I still have to figure out how to word it so you can do it. All right. I will see you on Thursday at 7 o'clock. Someone snuck in. Thank you for sneaking in to see what we were doing. We were starting to piece our blocks for the Zamora quilt, which is Villa Rosa Designs. It happens to be a 3-yard quilt. And I will have an exclusive little bundle of the 3 fabrics and the pattern for sale on the website at the secret location, Evidence Locker, that is in the notes. Evidence locker, same thing. All right, come back and we'll finish this case up on Thursday. Good night.